Hey, it's Egypt, and you are watching INTV.
First of all, big shout out to INTV.
This is Angie Martinez, and you are watching INTV. From your new album?
Oh, this album is gonna be so hot. I did not want to play fair, so I brought out all the big dogs this time around. NeYo worked on the album with me. He's actually gonna be on the show this year, work episode. And Brian Michael Cox, Jazzy Faded, the single that's just coming out now. It's called Leave You. I had a lot of great producers, and I even collaborated with writers. You know, I didn't just totally write every single thing this time. But overall, it's a great R&B album, and I just wanted to give.
Who are some of the women who have influenced your life, powerful women?
My mother and my aunts. You will see them on the show this year too, but my mom is the strongest influence in my life, and it's obvious, I think.
Hi, I'm here to attend the WEEN Awards and to celebrate all these amazing women who are about empowering other women. And I'm glad to be a part of it because that's a new part of my life right now. I've put myself out there as an empowerment. Comedy plus empowerment equals Kim Coles. And it's my program called Open the Gifts, and you go to openthegifts.com. So it's where I am right now, and so this is where I wanted to be.
One thing I noticed about you, you're always smiling, you're always positive. How do you keep that up?
You know what it is? I'm happy from the inside out. And I'm going to be honest, I've done a lot of work on myself to make sure I stay that way. There's a lot of things in life that can get you down and bring you down, but I worked on my gifts, and my gifts are gratitude, intention, forgiveness, triumphs, and self-love. And I worked on those principles on myself all the time, and now I'm sharing it with other people. So it's all about being in practice, of feeling really good about yourself, because it's easier than feeling bad about yourself. How about that? It's real simple. It's like you can make up your own fantasy about yourself. You can talk about how awful life is and how awful life, like you can talk about how wonderful it is and it's going to be, and that's where I stay.
Perfect.
Of the time.
Tell us about some powerful women in your life.
Oh man, I think about my grandmom. She had 13 kids, you know, and she really raised them to be amazing cats. My mother, you know, she meant one of the main people and reasons for me doing what I do today. So, you know, very, very, one of the two influential people I could think of right offhand, you know.
So you have a new album coming out, September 14th, I think you said. What can we expect from that?
You know, it's like a singer-songwriter collection of tunes. You know, it's really talking about a lot of different topics, from religion to, you know, to life, to love, to, you know, the economy. I talk about a lot of things on the record, but you know, it's a blend of a lot of different sounds. I call it kind of genre bending, you know.
Just thinking over, thinking over. Just thinking over, thinking over.
I think women, like I said, women are, I always tell people women are the most evolved of human species. Of the sexes, women are the most evolved. Men are like knuckle draggers, like, what'd you say? And women are like, oh, here it is. Here's what you should do. Come on. Don't you know that?
And why do you think it's important to support women in entertainment?
Well, it's a good question, but I think it's important to support women in general, because I saw, and I still see, what my mom and my sisters and women around me, my friends, all go through as women, and that there's a double standard sometimes. Like a woman will say something or will do something and it'll be taken completely differently than a man does it. So I think it's important, but I think it's more important in entertainment because women shouldn't always be taken as sex objects, as the booty girl in the video, or you know, the hooker in the drama. So I think it's important to have powerful women and to support women and support people like Soledad and Gayle King who are doing really great things for women. Yeah.
My mom, she made me a better woman. She is the reason that I am the woman that I am today, because I watched her fight and I watched her struggle and I watched her work her butt off for 2 kids as a single parent. Her, my grandmother, they're just 2 women that I continue to see grow every day, even at their age. Like, they continue to grow and learn, and that's how I want to be.
How important as a musician is it for you to have a positive image in this industry?
It's very important for me, just personally, because I have 2 younger sisters that look up to me. So it's something that I really try to do. I try to keep things positive, and you know, I really have a passion for uplifting and motivating young people. Maybe because I am a big sister, but it really is something that I really enjoy.
Who are some influential women in your life?
I think the most influential woman in my life is my granny. She passed away. But, you know, even though she got mad about stuff, she always handled it responsibly. You know, I never heard that lady say a cuss word. Every ice cream truck that ever came past the house, we got something cold off of, you know what I'm saying? So and that just showed me that even though you go through your mistakes and your trials and tribulations in life and you can't be corrected, it's a way to do everything. It's a way to correct somebody and still make them feel like you're not throwing them under a bus, you know?
You've been a public speaker and activist since you were 6 years old. How much has your efforts changed since then?
I mean, when I was younger, I would think about compassion, just treating people how you would want to be treated. But now, being 26, I understand the struggles and the issues that women have with self-image, self-esteem, and self-love. So now I am empowering women to love themselves, and in order to truly love anybody else or expect somebody to love you on the outside, you have to love yourself first. And you have to start, if there's an issue, anything in your life that's making you unhappy, you have to correct it. May that be going to church, therapy, or whatever, but you have to become right with yourself because before you can expect anybody to love you. And when we love ourselves, we will protect ourselves better, meaning our health. We'll expect more from our partners, meaning being in better relationships. So now, being 26, I can tackle those issues.
When you're a journalist, you don't really think beyond your story. You don't think while you're doing a story about any kind of impact. You think, how do I get through today? How do I tell the story that's right here in front of me? And so later, when somebody says your work has value and merit beyond just it was a good piece, but it had an impact on a community, really there's no greater reward.
All right, guys, that's a wrap. I had so much fun tonight at the 2nd annual WEEN Awards, and I hope you enjoyed it as well. I met some of my idols tonight on the pink carpet, Soledad O'Brien, Angie Martinez. As always, thank you for watching. Continue to follow your dreams, and thank you for watching I'mNextTV.com.